Oh, cool. Got a big cluster of honey mushrooms. This is Armillaria, and they're growing here in this dead stump. They probably also killed the tree by using their rhizomorphs, which sort of like weaponized mycelium to crawl up and girdle the tree, and then they're eating its dead corpse. And there's a whole bunch more over here because honey mushrooms are voracious and they get all over the place. So they produce tons of white spores and get kind of blown out and gross when they're old like this. So those are all buggy. Those are not good. Would not eat them. There's more back there, and they're just spreading around here, killing all of the trees. I don't love to see honey mushrooms because it means the trees nearby are dying. But they are a pretty decent edible mushroom when they're young. This part of the honey mushroom is supposed to be pretty good, sweet, and you saute it up. The honey cap and the honey stem are both pretty good eating. When I go to harvest honey mushrooms, I'm pretty picky. I only like to take the smaller ones where the caps are still enrolled and suppose the ones that are completely opened up. I can use a knife to cut a couple of these off, and hopefully they'll be real tasty when I cook them up. So this is my favorite way to get honeys before the veil has actually opened up. And these can be pretty slimy when you cook them, so I like to actually boil them before I cook them. Nice little handful of honey mushrooms. The opened up ones like this are still good to eat, but I'm gonna be picky and I won't take this one. It's got a little bit of bug damage too. When it comes to the ethics of harvesting honey mushrooms, I don't worry about it since they're pathogenic, killing all the trees around here. Don't feel too bad about taking too many of these because they're just fine. And mycelium is doing its thing down in the soil. It's a pretty nice handful of honeys. I'll boil these before I go ahead and saute them. That helps get rid of some of the slime. Honey mushrooms, Armillaria. Here's how I process my honeys. I clean them off in some water, chop off sort of tough parts of the stem, and then I cut them in half if they're bigger, or if they're small, just leave them whole, and boil them up in some salted water. After about 5 to 10 minutes, I dump that water because it gets kind of gooey. Go ahead and drain them and continue to saute them, and they get really crispy and delicious.